Good morning, Swirly Nation, and welcome to York, Pennsylvania for this morning's game between the Mid-Fairfield Junior Rangers and your Pittsburgh Penguins Elite. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to York, PA. Hopefully you're joining us for Game 2 of the day. The 2011s just wrapped up a colossal clash with the same Mid-Fairfield team on the 2011 age. A 2-1 Penguins win with a victory in the final, with a goal in the final 30 seconds by none other than Jack Carlson to give the Penguins a come-from-behind 2-1 victory. And now we're getting ready for 2010 action. The 2010s coming in for a clash, a neutral site action here as we meet in York for, I think this is the second or third season where these teams have met here in the White Rose City. The starting lineup for the Penguins: in net, number 1, William Hannan. Your defense, number 90, Tino Villela, and number 5, David Merlot. At wing, the left wing, 24, Brady Parrish. The right wing, number 11, Jack Reel. And at center, number 43, Cameron Evans. Your starting lineup for the Penguins. As we're underway, the Penguins have it in the Ranger end. Battled for, Evans hauled down, and the Penguins are headed to the power play early. Hauling down Evans on the play, and the Penguins will get a man advantage. 23 seconds into this one. Penguins forecheck just relentless with these three. It'll be Evans. It'll be the same lines. Evans, Merlot, Villela, Parrish, and Reel for the Penguins. The Rangers did make a bit of a change on their unit as the forecheck will dig it free. Parrish leaves it for Reel along the wall. Up top, Villela. Villela down low. Cameron Evans up top for Villela. In front of the bumper for a shot from the fine wine Merlot that goes just wide. Evans will scoot to the rebound and gather it in behind the cage. Coming up, carrying it across the top of the zone, he'll set up at center point. Carrying it all the way to his wing spot before leaving it for Villela and finding Reel. Reel looking, seam pass, trying to get it through to Evans. It comes off Merlot. And the Rangers clear it out to center. Reel gets to the puck. Penguins will look to get a change here. Evans will get off, but Reel with speed darting into the offensive zone carries it around a Ranger to the area behind the cage. Penguins setting up the man advantage early. Star over to Filiaggi. It's Filiaggi on the ice with Wu and Armstrong. Julius and Star the defense as Filiaggi sends a sneaky one through the middle that gets in on net. Rebound. Oh, the net comes off. We saw that a couple times in the 2011 game. The net's popping off here. It's better than... So we do want to welcome you to the final weekend here at Cinny TV for the 2010s, as our season will conclude about a week and a half until we leave for Quebec City, Quebec, for the Pee-wee International Tournament du Québec. I made all of that up. It is the Pee-wee Quebec International Tournament as a heavy shot comes from Star. Rebound picked up by Filiaggi. They play catch. Heavy shot from Star, stick on puck deflection as it goes behind for a centering pass by Armstrong. Sneaky little play by the Penguins power forward. Star will pick it up at center. Power play expired. The Penguins have Filiaggi with it, cutting through. Leaving it for Julius, who weaves into the offensive zone. Filiaggi covering nicely for the defense as they carry it to the corner. Rimmed around for Armstrong. Now Wu on the forecheck. It's tossed up off the wall. Filiaggi able to keep it in as the Penguins have tilted the ice here a bit early, getting an early man advantage. And now this line rolling as well. Heavy shot from the Penguins' point. Picked up by Armstrong behind. Tried to get it back in front. Filiaggi turning and firing one that just misses. Penguins changing defenseman as Kaminski jumps on. Puck goes off the official, gathered by Filiaggi. His breakout attempt stopped by the Rangers. They'll dump it in behind Hannan. Ofterheide wedging it up the wall. Hartman, cross-ice pass. He's got Shuby in flight. The flight of the Shub into the Ranger end. Carter covering his Hartman will dart to the area behind the cage for a pass in front. And Shuby with a missile that's kicked out by, is that Dryden or Fadich in net? I can't tell. It'll be Ofterheide at the point. Good move, able to fake, creating a shooting lane off the pad of the Ranger goaltender. As the Penguins cycling down low. Here's Hartman to Ofty. Ofty down for Hartman. Hartman twisted in front. Shuby turning off the corner. Here's a shot from Kaminski that ends up in the back of the cage. Who gets there? It's Shub. He's having a day, folks. Carter Shub on his first shift with multiple scoring chances and gets that one to squeak by. Carter Shub is shaking bacon magic, making, and the Penguins lead by 1. It ramped up as the goalie came out to pressure that puck. It ramped up over top of him, ended up all the way in behind the goaltender before being banged by Carter Shub. And with 11:27 to play, it's Penguins 1, Rangers love. Discussion at both benches here as they inform the Penguins bench of, I believe they're talking about, so when the Ranger power play ended, the Ranger player came out of the box but left the door open, and I think they're explaining that that will probably be a penalty in the future as it's a dangerous situation. So I think they're explaining to both benches, if you have a penalty, someone has to be there to close the door for safety purposes. As the Rangers control the faceoff after the Penguin goal. And they'll fire it behind the handman. He sets it up for Villela. Reversing for his partner, Merlot. Merlot trying for Evans. A rolling puck will pop free over the stick of Paris, gathered in by Evans. Evans to the outside. Fakes the inside. Carries all the way around. Wraparound attempt by the Penguin forward. Fought off by the netminder and cleared by the Rangers. It'll be icing if it's far enough, and it is. Just under 11 to play. Penguins 1, Rangers love. Offensive zone draw on the far side. You're watching Cinny TV. It looks like 47,918 of you joining us live here on Cinny TV. Make sure you click the subscribe button as we are almost to 1,200. Make sure you hit that subscribe button for us. If you don't think you have a YouTube account, it is your Gmail account. If you have Gmail, you have YouTube. You can log in with those credentials. Hit that subscribe button whether you're joining us live or on replay here. Penguins are still getting lined up here. It'll be Filiaggi to take the faceoff. Tossed behind by Villela, gathered by the fine wine Merlot. Up off the stick of Filiaggi, he was looking for Armstrong. This unit tilted the ice the entire time they were out there on their first shift, as this time the Rangers get it in front and a whack at the goalie. They'll be told about that one. Rangers with a very short bench, only 4 defensemen, it looks like. So David Merlot heads to the box. I don't know, Margot. David Merlot gets a penalty. I don't know if maybe he said or did something to the player who whacked Hannan at the end there, but nonetheless, the Rangers get the man advantage. Penguins got a lot of momentum from their power play. Right now, the penalty kill unit will be Filiaggi and Wu, Julius, and Starzy. as the Rangers work the outside. Controlled and played to the half wall where Wu picks it off. He dances in the corner under pressure from a pair of Rangers before he wedges it up the wall to be kept in at the line. The Rangers switch, drive to the middle, good poke check by Wu. Pressure at the center point by Filiaggi as the Rangers cycle up high. 45 left on the Merlot penalty as Wu forces it out the center. It's put in on an offside play, and we'll have a face-off at the neutral ice area just outside of the Penguin line. Thanks for joining us again. You can tweet us here in the booth. The Rangers are in their white uniforms, white jerseys with mid-Fairfield, the MF logo on the chest. Red pants and red, white, and blue striping throughout the jerseys that look a lot like the New York Rangers. The Penguins in the black, gin and juice, laid back. As Armstrong steals it from behind, tries to get it in front to Carter for a shorthanded chance. The black jerseys have the Pittsburgh across the chest from the right shoulder to the left hip as a shot on the man advantage there beats Hannan blocker's side and ties this one at 1 for the Rangers. A far side shot as the player came down the right wing boards, got inside the Penguin defenseman Ofterhide and lofted it into the corner past Hannan. A bouncing puck will be played into the Penguins, and the Penguins with a lot of early control in this one, but the Rangers with the equalizer on the man advantage, and we're even at 1, as now the Rangers have taken some momentum back and they control in the Penguins' end. Shot wide of the handman. Battled for in the corner. It'll be Ofterhide picking it up there. He'll stop and start behind his cage. Rimming it around for Hartman. Hartman along the wall. Now Ofterhide. Kept in, I think that's Pan for the Rangers. As the Penguins clear it up off the wall, 4 Rangers back across the line to keep the puck in. Penguins, Kaminsky will get to it and fire it all the way to the Ranger line where they regroup. Dumping it in behind Hannan. It rolls off of his stick, but to the area behind the cage. Pressure immediately by Kaminsky, supported by Evans as the Rangers come out in front. And I thought Hannan had it. A rolling puck squirted out in front, and the Rangers able to pick it up and put it past Hannan and to take a 2-1 lead. So the Penguins with early advantage driving in the Rangers zone give up the penalty. They get a power play goal and then strike shortly thereafter to make it a 2-1 game here in period number 1. That puck just rolled out in front. Nobody home for the Penguins but a Ranger right there. As the Rangers control at the line, they'll wedge it in behind the Penguins' net. Pulling a bit of a dump and chases Merlot will battle. Knocks down a Ranger. Supported by Evans. He'll feed it up off the backhand of Reel. The D try to go D to D there. Pressure coming from the Pens. Paris able to disrupt. Now Evans on the back pressure. Frees things up for Villela to cut in front. Uses the body to protect the puck and rims it around behind for Merlot. Merlot leaves for Evans deep in his own end. He'll get control and cut to the middle. Finding Paris up ice, and the Penguins have a potential 2-on-1. Finding Reel. Reel off Dryden. Puck sitting free. Evans couldn't quite get there. Good puck movement. 43-24, 24-11. And the Penguins with a scoring chance as we've got an issue here with Dryden. The gift for the Penguins. The Rangers were headed in on a 2-on-1. So the face-off will come outside of the Penguin line. Controlled by New York. Mid-Fairfield. It's the first time I made that mistake today. Probably not the last. As they'll battle behind. Starr, now Evans will dislodge the puck. Wedging it up the wall. It's controlled by the Rangers at the line. Right in front. And the Penguins lost a Ranger again in front of the cage. Hannan coming up with a big stop with his face that time. Evans gets control. He was going to go to the outside. He'll reverse to the other side instead and get up on the forecheck now. Reel's got to go get that. As Evans fires one towards the cage. And back come the Rangers. It's a 3-on-2 through center. Wu on the back pressure. Makes it a 3-on-3. As a shot comes in, Hannan there with the glove. It'll be a D-zone draw. Filiaggi to lean over the dot. Up to the point, pressured well by Armstrong as that forces the D-to-D play to be forced by Wu, and it's dumped back to the corner by the Rangers. They'll battle there. Filiaggi deep in his own end. Ofteride couldn't get control, but Kaminsky will. It's up out to center. Can Wu get there? He tries to use that pickle stabber to poke it by. We've seen Reel do that about 1,000 times. A great attempt there by Wu. Couldn't quite poke it by. It'll come off of a glove at the Penguin bench, and we'll get a whistle. 5:52 to play in the first. The Rangers lead the Penguins 2-1 here in York, Pennsylvania. A nice rink here just outside of York Catholic, but it is absolutely freezing in here. And the heaters are busted. Broken heaters for the parentals and the Cinny oven. So it's cold cinnamon buns here on Cinny TV. Especially with as cold as this bench is. It is definitely cold buns. Wu plays takeaway at center. Driving in, Penguins with numbers as Wu darts off the outside. Centering pass goes off of a stick and wide. Rangers to it in the corner. No reverse to the opposite side and carried out through center. A rolling puck picked up by Villela. High off the glass, intercepted by the Rangers row, but it'll be an offside play at the Penguin line. And we get a stop in play. We're here in York, Pennsylvania, the White Rose City. Right down the street from Lancaster, Pennsylvania, the Red Rose City. If you joined us in the first game to see the 2011s play, explain Lancaster and York, also cities next to each other in England, that engaged in a massive war, the War of the Roses. And these two counties, named for those two cities in England, carry those same monikers, the White Rose and Red Rose. And if you ask the ladies, the Red Rose of Lancaster is much, much better. Much, much better. As Hartman will carry it to the mid-Fairfield end. Mid-Fairfield with pressure and support to take the puck away. The Penguins able to intercept things at the line, and we'll have a battle there, right at the Ranger blue line. It's Dylan Hartman digging it out. This line with the Penguin goal is Hartman's interfered with and dumped to the ice. We're going to get an interference call on the Rangers, and the Penguins will head back to the man advantage here. As Hartman got control, he tried to get it into the middle. It did. The puck squirts into the middle, and he went to get it. He was run into, knocked to the ice, and that infraction will be picked up by the referees. I believe the same two who did the first game, and they were excellent in game one. As the Penguins' power play looks to set up. Starr, what a read by Starr to get it to Carter. Now over for Hartman. Into the middle, rolling puck rolls under the stick of Schub. Hartman to it, able to put it back further for Penguin Schub. Battling in the corner around for Hartman. Up top for Starr, who went one way. I think he thought Carter was going to come up high. Penguins will look to regroup at center. 55 left on the man advantage. Schub and Hartman team up along the boards. In front, rebounded puck, shot at, hit off of Carter. It'll be Starr with the blast. His shot blocked, picked up by Carter. Down low to Julius, back to Carter. This line has been dynamite out here. Up top for Starzy. Starzy down for Hartman. Hartman back for Starr. Starr with the shooting lane, he'll take it in front. Schub there for the rebound off the goalie into the area behind the net. Back in front for the Penguins to battle. Here's Schub with it. Trying for Julius, comes free to Star. His shot down low. Carter with a shot towards the middle, and he'll center the second one that's picked up by the Rangers and cleared. This may do it for the Penguin man advantage with 7 left on the Ranger penalty. As the Rangers get it in the Penguin zone, Star goes back to take it away. Power play now over for the Penguins as Reel gets it into the corner. He'll chase it down, using the speed to get there. Evans tried for Paris. That's deflected by a Ranger, and he'll come up the half wall out to center. Paris back to get control. Over for Ofty. Ofty up for Evans. Evans will dump it in for Reel, and Reel on the horse, just hunting pucks right now. Dislodges it. There's Paris in front. Bouncing puck. Swiped that by Evans. Just misses. Alterheide keeps. Back to the corner. O'Neill for the Rangers. Rims it around. Reel rides him to the boards. And a rolling puck will be picked up by Kaminsky. Down low for Reel. He'll dance with it. Arthur Murray along the wall. Here comes Evans. Trying to go into the middle. But nothing there but white shirts as the Rangers make a change. Here's Paris across for Alterheide. He's got Reel. He'll find him. Deflects it in off his backhand. Onside play as it comes to Evans in the corner. 2 Penguins down as the Rangers get control and carry out through center. Cross ice feed cutting to the middle. It comes, I believe, Rothstein for the Rangers, and they'll dump it into the Penguin end. Alterheide reversing for Villela. Up for Paris. Paris over to Evans. Evans to the center red, dumping it in on net. A bouncing puck handled well by Dryden. As a rolling puck will be picked up at center by Villela. He'll put it down the wall of the Ranger zone, but it's counterattacked here by the mid-Fairfield Junior Rangers. Merlot with the pressure. Off the boards. Whack that, and here comes a free puck. Here's Wu. Into the offensive zone. He'll come with Filiaggi. Center drive as Wu cuts to the middle. Winds, fires. Stick on puck. Block will send the puck to the corner. Wu back to it. He'll dump it around behind for Filiaggi. Filiaggi with a play out to the front of the net. Couldn't quite pick it up himself, and it'll be tossed behind by the Rangers. Up the right wing side, a rolling puck for Rothstein. He sends it to the middle. Shot, stick on puck, blocked by the Penguins this time, will be picked up by Wu along the wall. He goes right up the wall, but right to Chen for the Rangers with his shot that's blocked by Starr. And a freed up puck finds Filiaggi. Literally hopping through center, able to get it to Armstrong. He tries to feather it back to Filiaggi. It'll be deflected to the corner instead. The Rangers will take over there, but Wu's pressure forces the turnover to Armstrong, who gets it deep, and with 30 seconds left in the period, the Rangers will run a breakout. The Penguins will get the line change. The Carter, Schub, Hartman line on the ice. They have the Penguins' goal, and they have a ton of the Penguins' pressure so far. As the puck's gathered in by Carter. Brody Carter, Penguins center iceman, up through center, leaving it to the outside for Schub that fires one off of a stick, and a fly ball goes over the net. That a horn will sound, and we're going to end period number 1. I know Blake out watching with Andy at home. They're tuned in, I can tell. 54,000 of you joining us live here on Cinny TV. Thanks for joining us. Make sure you hit that subscribe button below as we bring you a weekend of Penguins and Rangers. It's 3 games between the 2010s, 3 games between the 2011s. The 2011s with an exciting 2-1 win in game number 1 of the weekend. The 2010s trying to match it, but right now the Rangers leading by that same 2-1 score. We've seen back and forth hockey. The Penguins with the early advantage. I think after those first 5 minutes, it's been a little bit even back and forth. Penguins taking a penalty that the Rangers were able to capitalize on. And then a puck that rolled out in front. The Penguins need to continue the forecheck pressure that they've had. Done an excellent job with that. Forcing turnovers. Stay organized in their own end and make sure we protect that house. That's been the danger zone for the Rangers so far. As they'll take the second period faceoff and drive into the Penguin zone where Starr defends. It's tossed around for Hartman. A rolling puck in the corner as Julius picks things up behind the cage, is able to work it around to Shub. Shub tried for Carter, but it'll be sent back by the Rangers. Starr pinned to the boards. Carter gets down low for support. Hartman picks it up in the corner. He'll twist back into the referee. He was talking to somebody on the other side and had the puck in his feet. So 27 seconds in here. We'll get a defensive zone draw to the far side, what will be the left side of Penguins netminder William Hannan. Face off coming, it'll be Evans on the dot. Penguins able to win it, it's Paris jumping to the puck. That was a win by the Wings there as Evans gets up on the forecheck. Dislodged right at the line, and it's an offside play on mid-Fairfield. So the face-off will be outside of the Penguin zone. Evans able to win that one back to Kaminsky. He'll go automatic D to Ofterheide and right up to Paris, and the Penguins are in business in the Ranger end. Paris to the corner. Evans banging around. And the Rangers will get control. Up the wing. Ofterheide able to control for the Penguins at center. Looking for Real about 6 inches in front of him there. And a rolling puck eludes Paris, and back come the Rangers. Ofterheide defending to the outside before a shot comes off the side of the cage. The net's off again. As a shot comes from the point by the Rangers, it's battled for in front. Evans will come away with it. Evans uses the boards to free himself up. Can he get it to Real? He will. Evans hits Real. Real into the Ranger end. Hooked on the play. There'll be a penalty. As Real comes away with it, tries for Evans. It'll be taken away. We get a hooking call on the Rangers. Evans able to get control in the defensive zone, cut behind his own net, and find Real flying through center. He had to come off of his stick, but he couldn't get to the puck because of the hook. And so the Penguins will head to the man advantage here. Wu to take the draw. Filiaggi on the left wing, Armstrong on the right. Villela and Merlot, your two defensemen. As it's banked up off the pads of Merlot, here come the Rangers, a potential 2-on-2 developing. As there, I believe Hartman wedges it behind the Penguins' net, running some time off the clock. Merlot able to get to it. He'll go to Wu. Wu across for Armstrong. Armstrong can't corral the puck, but it goes into the Ranger end where he gets on the pressure. His forecheck frees up the puck, but it's the Rangers along the wall to get control and clear. Carrying through center come the Rangers. Defended well by Villela, shorthanded. Shot low on Hannan. There's no bad shorthanded shot, that's for sure. Filiaggi deep to get control. He'll go up for Wu. Wu has it roll off the backhand. Penguins look disjointed here in this second period. Confident that will come together as they pull it out right in front of the penalty box bench. Over for Villela. He'll twist with it at center. He'll gain the Ranger end and find Armstrong on the outside. Good give and go as he'll get Wu in the half wall. Now down low, here's Filiaggi for Villela. Penguins get things set up here with 20 seconds remaining. They'll go down low for Armstrong. He can't control in the corner, but Filiaggi will. He'll find Wu. Wu peels off. Cross ice feed, heavy shot from Starr, deflected in front and over the cage, off the netminder. Penguins pressured down low, Wu and Armstrong. Rolling puck cleared by the Rangers as they're back to full strength, and it's a 2-on-1. Starr defending. On the back check, Julius, and the Rangers have it go off of Starr. Here comes Wu. Can the Penguins get numbers? Up through center comes Filiaggi. Winding, firing, and he cranks it off the crossbar with a nifty little toe drag angle changing wrist shot. And a missile at that. Here come the Rangers back the other way. We go back and forth. It's a track meet. It's like there's a rabbit along the boards and the dogs are just chasing it. That rabbit being a black puck. As Hartman able to wedge it out the center, and here comes Starr, the Constellation Kid. Mr. Big Dipper himself with a shot down low, and in front was Hartman. And now he's thrown to the ice as they were not appreciative of his positioning in front of the net. And Hartman's getting a penalty. So Dylan Hartman getting a slash. I guess he got in on Dryden maybe, which would be why the Rangers deposited him to his rear end. A slash the call. And the Penguins will head to a PK. Shuby and Carter up front. Kaminsky and Ofty on the back end. The Rangers with a power play goal in the first. Part of this 2-1 Rangers lead. The Rothstein controls along the wall. Shot in off Hanner's blocker. Big save by the Penguin goalie. It'll be set up along the half wall. Under pressure from Brody Carter. Good pressure and great read by Ofterheide to take advantage. Get free and wedge it all the way to the Ranger end. 1 minute left on the man advantage for the white shirts. The Connecticut white shirts. As they'll break through the neutral zone. Gaining the Penguins end. All the way across. Rowe tried to tee it up, had it just roll off of his stick there. He'll work it to the corner instead. Merlot in a battle. The fine wine working deep in the corner. Rowe twists off the wall. Here's Merlot with it. Off the boards for Real. Real now. Darting into the Ranger end as the Penguins change behind, so he'll peel back. Running time off the clock. 20 seconds left as he fires it all the way across in front of the Penguin bench. Evans pressures and takes away. Forced deep by Villela. 12 seconds left. A great PK here by the Penguins. First it was Shub and Carter. Now Evans and Real on it. As Rothstein comes up the ice, Evans, body position, able to win that battle back to Merlot. He goes back for Evans. He'll try to scoot down the wall. Good defensive play by the Ranger defenseman, but supported well by Paris, and we battle at the Ranger line. Brady Paris working with Real. Real able to pull it through. Dart free to the corner. Has Evans in front. He'll try for him. A rolling puck comes free. Evans was smashed into the cage, and they blow the whistle for some reason. The net's off again. So Evans shoved into the net, forcing the net off. The faceoff will stay here with 9:08 to play. Second period action from York, Pennsylvania. The final Cinny TV weekend for the 10s. We'll still, of course, bring you the 2011s action next week from Detroit, and then home after we return from Quebec. Penguins make a line change here up front. Filiaggi to take the faceoff. Over for Julius. Now Starr. Starr off of Wu's stick in the Rangers' control. A D-to-D play by the Rangers comes through the neutral zone. Firing one in on Hanner. He'll kick it to the outside for Starr. Starr leaves it in the corner with the Rangers the first ones to it. Filiaggi behind the net. Able to free it up for Starr. Starr with a clearing attempt that couldn't quite get it out. He will this time on a beautiful centering feed to Filiaggi. And Armstrong offside at the line. It's hard to see the lines here at York, at least from my vantage point. I think Armstrong tried to drag his leg, but got bumped into at the last second maybe by Wu. And the Ranger center's being escorted from the faceoff. Ofterheide tries for Wu. It's knocked out of the air, and the Rangers back in the Penguins' end. Ofterheide defending it well, getting it to Wu. Rolling puck comes off Filiaggi's stick, picked up by the Rangers. They'll try the far side for a dump in this time. 2:05 to play, second period here, 2-1 Rangers lead. Puck played behind by mid-Fairfield. As they work it down the half wall here, into the corner. As the puck dislodges, the Rangers will get control again, working it to the point. Back down the wall. In behind are the Rangers, sending it up off the outside. Here's Armstrong, tapping one to the middle for Wu. Wu back to Army, and Army will escape the right wing side through the neutral zone. Kaminsky gets there. Kaminsky reverses out to center off Filiaggi, picked up by Armstrong. 3-on-1 for the Penguins as Armstrong gains his own right side. A beautiful saucy pass over for Wu that just couldn't pull it around the goalie. And now we have the net off, as these nets are not very well secured. Anytime the goalie goes to push, the net comes off. $7:12 to play. It'll be Carter, Schub, and Hartman. Villela and Merlot. Brody Carter at the faceoff dot. You're watching Cinny TV. Find us cinnytv.com, also on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And make sure you subscribe. I know we're going to get to at least 1,200 today. It's going to happen. Make it happen. Once you subscribe, 5 minutes later, you're able to tweet us here in the booth. We'll answer any questions you may have, or maybe just mention your beautiful messages of support. As Schub for Hartman. Hartman wedging it deep for Carter. Carter working to the corner, leaving for Hartman. Hartman in front, looking for Schub. They'll battle there. It's like a wrestling match in front sometimes. As the Rangers try to counterattack. Pressure from Villela, awesome support by Carter. And the Penguins toss it up the wing. Here's Shuby with it. Shuby gains center red. Able to play it across to Julius. Julius will put it deep for Hartman. Hartman on it in the corner. Rolling puck will be brought out by Schub. Evans in front, tries to wedge it towards the net. Good block by the Rangers, and back they come through center. Mid-Fairfield over the Penguin line. 3-on-3 as they rim it all the way around. Starr the first one there. He tries to bank it off the boards. Couldn't quite do so. Evans will support and go behind the net for Julius. Julius to Paris on the outside. He gets it caught up off the stick, then the skate, and in come the Rangers. Starr there to take it away and find Reel. Reel with Evans as they gain the zone. Evans will center drive for the Penguins. A shot coming in from Reel. Evans tries for the deflection, but Dryden equal to the task. And with 5:29 to play, it'll be an offensive zone draw for the boys in black. Back and forth action here in the second period. I'm surprised that we haven't seen one get by one of these netminders. Great offensive plays back and forth. Good pressure by both teams. It's really been an even game play-wise, but the Rangers obviously leading by one here as they got two in the first. Here's Starr with it. Over to Julius. Up for Reel. Reel tries to gain the zone as it knocked away. Paris follows on. Reel will work it deep. Up top for Julius. Julius to the middle. Shot in. Bouncing around. Evans unable to get control. Reel will. He'll fire one. That's blocked and cleared by the Rangers. The Rangers blocking a lot of shots here. Penguins need to increase the deception. Like Filiaggi on that one where he was able to pull it around and fire one. Now, I know he caught iron, but that's how you change the shooting lane. The Rangers getting sticks and bodies on these Penguin shots quite frequently. Starr gets to it. Controls. Good puck control. He tried for Evans right in front. Evans has it come off of his stick right to a Ranger. Dangerous play there by the Penguins as the Rangers pull it from behind. Here's Reel to it now, Evans. Evans will scoot up the outside. 3-on-2 developing. Reel with the center drive. Paris to the high slot. Evans finds Paris. Paris with a heavy shot. Rebound out front. And Reel just couldn't get a stick to it. Good 3-on-2 there as Paris has it bounce off of him. Battled for it center. Back pressure by the Penguins, but controlled by the Rangers. Here comes Paris over for Real. Real 1-on-2, so he'll dump it in. The Penguins need a change. And they'll get one. Filiaggi, fresh legs off the ice. Able to pressure. Woo, great support. Frees the puck up at the Rangers equal and able to get it out through center. Here comes Rothstein up the wing. Ofterhide tied up on the play and sent to the ice. Kaminsky supporting, able to get control. Now Woo trying to tap it to Filiaggi. It'll be a rolling puck, ultimately ending up on the stick of Woo. Woo into the middle. There's that shooting lane change. He's able to get a heavy shot through that's kicked out. Villela down low. Armstrong taps at it. Can't quite get it through to the cage. As Merlot controls. Has it swiped away. Rangers doing a great job with the forecheck, getting control and creating chances here. As Woo comes out with it. Now Armstrong. Armstrong up over the line. Onside. He'll leave it for Filiaggi. Filiaggi darting around behind the net. Reversing for Armstrong right in front. He fires it just wide. That's like Armstrong's office back there. He had the huge assist last week from back there. A game winner against Buffalo. Now Armstrong's in the corner. Back in front for Woo. It's off a skate. 2.5 to play here. Second period action. Furious back and forth play as Filiaggi comes away with it. Goes to the middle looking for Shub. Off his back and right in front. Woo with another chance. This one kicked out. Dryden having a day. Starr gathers it at the point. Goes deep for Filiaggi. Back a give and go for Starr. Can't quite connect. Here's Julius with a shot. Rebound in front. Julius gets to it right at the point. Able to keep it in. Here's Woo. Woo off the wall. Tries to force it into the middle. It's blocked. Woo back to it. Carter will get there. He'll send it deeper in the zone. Shub and Carter team up. Pressuring the puck. But the Rangers come away with it. They'll go off the boards out the center. Julius will regroup. And Hartman will control. Hartman carrying into the offensive zone where he's decked. And we're going to have another Penguin power play here. Dylan Hartman's drawing a half dozen penalties, I think, in this game. Just keeps his feet moving and gets in great position. Stays on the forecheck, just battles away. My heated vest is doing nothing for me right now. It'll be Carter, Shub, and Hartman to start this man advantage. As Carter bumped. Penguins aren't going to get one there. It'll be up to the point for Starr. He just had it roll out of the zone, so it'll be an offside play. With 1:16 to play on the man advantage, 1:20 left in the period. Penguins trying to even things up here. Evans will win that draw. Back to Julius. Outside for Paris. He's slew-footed. That's a dangerous play. Paris will jump right back up and play it, though. Here's Real coming in. He'll get Evans and Paris. Both of them kind of miscommunication there, as both of them tried to hold up and then both of them drove the net. It'll be Evans trying to calm things down here with the man advantage. Down low for Paris. Paris in the corner. Supported well by Julius. Evans out, gather at the point. Driving in, his shot blocked. He'll go back to Paris in the corner. Paris, great stick lift. Evans down the wall, wedging it further. Here's Real. Real. Penguins with numbers. There's two Rangers along the wall. Centering pass comes off a body, wedged towards the net by Paris. Not once, but twice, and it's under Dryden's glove. I thought the Penguins could get one through, but Dryden sprawling back across to get a mid on it. It'll be another line change here, so all three getting power play minutes here. Filiaggi, Woo, and Armstrong. Here's Kaminsky at the point. Across for Ofty. A good fake. Forced the Ranger down, and blocking the shot is Armstrong. Armstrong was knocked down in front and caught him right in the ribcage. That has to hurt, and he is. He's hurt. He'll get off. Shuby on for the Penguins. The Penguins goal scorer as they battle down low. Penalty expires on the Rangers off. He has to be careful. Rothstein's off the bench, and the horn will expire as he fires it off the blocker of Hannan. So we'll go 2-1 to the third period. We'll be back with third period action here on Cinny TV. Welcome back to York, Pennsylvania. For the Penguins and the Rangers, it's Mid-Fairfield and Pittsburgh Penguins Elite. Rangers leading this one as we switch sides to start the third period. It's a 2-1 Ranger lead. All three goals actually in the first period as here comes Filiaggi in. Trying to get it in front. It'll come off a Ranger. They'll control. Filiaggi back pressuring, able to free things up. Great gap by Kaminsky to disrupt things at center. As the Rangers control to the half wall. Trying to center one. Wu will get control now. Shub to the line. And he'll play it through the legs and stay right with it. Carter Shub able to disrupt a bunch. Making a move through the wickets, and the Penguins control. Good pressure from the Penguins here. Shub again on the puck. Able to free it up for Filiaggi. Now Wu will wedge one towards the cage. A bouncing puck kicked away by Dryden. As it'll roll out to center. It'll be Villela to it. Villela up for the real deal. As the Penguins without Armstrong here, he took a heavy shot off the ribcage. So real up on this unit. As the rolling puck comes between Merlot, battled for by Villela, and he's going to get that last one. Certainly fair on that. A hooking call here. Everything was good until that last little tangle up. And so with 13:30 to play, the Penguins will be shorthanded. Looks like Carter and Hartman. Nope, Evans and Paris. Starr and Julius. Paris to take the face-off. Won by the Rangers to the point. Pressured up top by Evans. They play catch at the point. Working the half wall now. Starr out to defend. Using that poker. The hot poker. As they try to give and go out of the corner, and they complete it, but Hannan there to make the save. Wedging at it at the side of the cage. We'll get a whistle and a face-off in the Penguins' end to the left of the handman. 1:08 left on the Ranger advantage. Rangers will win the draw. Pressured by Starr. In front, Julius pops it back to the half wall, but Rangers will control there. A D-to-D play. Penguins almost had an opportunity to pick that one off. It'll work behind by the Rangers. Starr defending. Up top for O'Neill. Evans on the pressure. They go back to the half wall. Starr gets there. Good job by the Penguin defender. As the Rangers control here, great power play setup. Puck kicked out by Hannan, picked up by Evans. He's got some speed. Short-handed. He'll bank it behind the defender, pick it up himself. Driving in, trying to get one towards the net. Defended well as the Penguins able to change behind the rushing Penguin defender. Carter to the puck. Rolling puck picked up by Kaminski. He'll go back to Ofterheide as the Penguins complete the change. It's Reel on for Pittsburgh. Here's Carter. Up for Reel. Short-handed here into the Ranger end. Looking up. Great find. Kaminski right down Broadway. Rolling puck doesn't quite get through. And we get a clear by the Rangers as the penalty expires on Pittsburgh. 5-on-5 action now as the Rangers gain the Penguins end. Reel had it just go through his legs. And we'll battle in the corner. It's Carter. Carter now Reel, now Ofty. Ofty with a broken twig. Oh, Drew. Drew, that's a couple hundo. As the Rangers with a shot blockered away by the handman. Popped around by Reel, sent back in towards the net. A centering pass. Sits out front, finally swiped away. And out comes Schub. Leaving for Reel, cutting to the middle. He'll wind, he'll fire. Banking it off the pads and couldn't quite get there. Filiaggi trying to dart in. As a couple players come together right in front of the scorer's box. It'll be the Rangers controlling to the Penguin line. Off of Hannan. Picked up by Merlot. Merlot cross ice for Hartman. Hartman. Good puck movement to Wu. Wu has Filiaggi darting in. Wu with a fancy move around a Ranger. Picks it back up in the corner. Back for Wu to the corner for Filiaggi. They look to give and go, but Filiaggi couldn't quite get that puck towards Wu. He was under double pressure there as Starr gets control. I feel like there's two Rangers on every Penguin right now. 10:15 to go, third period. As Filiaggi on the forecheck frees things up. Hartman now. Filiaggi carries behind. He'll fake one way. Go back the other and find Julius at the point. To Starr. Starr down low, rolling puck. Can Wu get it through? Second shot comes off a stick. As the Rangers rim it around, they'll clear the far side right in front of their bench. Julius will gather it center in front of his own bench. Wu will wedge it further, but the Rangers take over. Swinging poke check there by Starr. As the shot down low goes off of the dasher board behind, tried to kick out in front. Here comes Paris. He banks it off the boards. Evans up on the forecheck as the Penguins are changing. Dumped in behind Starr. Set up by the handman. He'll stop. Starr for Evans. Evans trying to get to the outside. It'll come free to Reel. Now Evans. Evans drives in. Cuts to the middle. Fires one that just misses high. Had Dryden going down. Couldn't quite find that top part of the net. And out comes Reel with it. Reel cutting to the middle. Stick on puck knocked off of his twig, and back come the Rangers. Rangers into the Penguins' end. A centering pass comes all the way through. Net's dislodged again. We play on, though. I think Hannan was able to fix it. Now Rangers tripped up, and the Penguins are going to head off. It's Ofterheide with the twig in the skates. It might not even be his twig. Or no, it's Kaminski, I guess, had it off. We'll be starting a GoFundMe page for Rylan Ofterhide's stick. As the Penguins move to another penalty kill here. Evans and Paris. Villela and Merlot, as a heavy shot from Rothstein is kicked out by Hannan and covered. Worked by the Rangers to the point. Villela in the corner. And then it's back to the point, under pressure. Here comes Rothstein down the wall. Able to break things up. Back comes Evans. Evans challenging the Ranger defense. Short-handed with speed. Carries in. And Cameron Evans is a duck-billed platypus. Bonk, 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 bonk. Lordy, lordy, look who's shorty. The Penguins tie the game at 2. Cameron Evans goes top cheddar. With 59 left on the PK. Picked up the puck right in front of Hannan. And just darted the other direction. Went down the right side. Came back to the left side. Around the defender and upstairs. And we're tied up. Exciting hockey here from York, Pennsylvania. The White Rose City. Home of the Harley-Davidson manufacturing facility. Assembly plant, I believe, actually. You can even, you used to be able to pick them up right from the plant. As Merlot reverses. No one home but Rangers. They'll still with 24 seconds left with the man advantage. Worked in the corner. Along the wall. Real able to wedge the puck free, but couldn't quite clear. It'll come off Carter's glove. Controlled by the fine wine, and he'll get the clear icing. On the Pens, but that'll expire the man advantage for the Connecticut White Shirts. And with 7:02 to play, it'll be a defensive zone draw near side of the Penguins' end. Carter to take it. Hartman able to get control and fire up the center. Dylan Hartman to the corner. Defended well, taken away by the Rangers. Cutting to the inside. Up for Murphy of mid-Fairfield, taken away by Starzy. Murphy and Starzy. As the Rangers, great play there by the Ranger forward to get control of the puck but not enter the zone. The Rangers would have been offsides. Instead, pulled it back, got it deep, and now the Rangers are pressuring the Penguins here. Starr will toss it behind. Julius battles in the corner. Supported by Carter. Couple Penguins bumped, and the Rangers will take control. Julius stays with it. Starr comes out with a lacrosse-style poke check. And it's Julius up for Schub. Schub into the offensive zone. Carrying across. Firing a backhander. That's off a skate and blocked. But the Penguins able to make a change behind. Here comes the Rangers. 1-on-3. It's Ofterhide forcing it to the outside. Working down low. Puck comes free out the other side. And the Rangers will gather it in. A feed into the middle, just missing what would have been a filthy one-timer by the player in the high slot. Rangers will regroup at their line. Up the wall, rolling puck, taken by Filiaggi, forced to the middle. Armstrong, good to see him back on the ice after taking a puck to the rib cage earlier. He has it knocked away, can't regain control, so the Rangers will dump it into the Penguins' end. Kaminski working along the boards. Poked in front of the Penguins' cage. Filiaggi able to force it to the outside as a shot comes in and comes off of Hannan to the area at the half wall. Ofterhide behind the net. They work. Filiaggi dislodges the puck to the opposite side. Will Kaminski win the race? He will. He's able to get it up the wall, and Armstrong able to flick it out the center. A 2-on-1 here with Wu. Feathers it across. Wu's shot off the side of the net. Armstrong with another filthy dish. Serving up the bolognese on that one. And 4:36 to play. We get a whistle as Dryden covers. So exciting hockey here yet again on Cinny TV. You saw the 2011s with a last-second Jack Carlson goal. to win 2-1. This one knotted at a pair here in the third period, as the Rangers control the faceoff. Good pressure by Parrish. Frees it up for Real. He tries to go back to Parrish, but the Rangers counterattack. Rolling puck sent across for Rothstein. He'll tap it around Villela and go get it himself. A shot coming in near side. Fought off by the handman. Wedged to the point by Evans, no further. Merlot with it. Now Villela in front. It rolls free in front. Penguins a couple times putting the puck in front of their own net. Getting away with it as Evans will have it come off of his stick. He'll regroup in his own end. Up to the outside. Here's Parrish. Parrish looking for Evans. He'll get in onside. No! I thought it was an onside play. They'll call it offside. It was certainly close. It'll be a face-off outside of the Ranger line. Rolling puck will be gathered by the Rangers. Defended by Starr as it bounces behind. The puck rolls out in front. It's in like a snowdrift and ultimately to the area behind the cage. I don't think the net's on again. Up the outside they come. D to D by the Rangers. Up for Schub. Schub twists in. And the Rangers retake control. Up to the Penguins end. Chopping at it, Starr. Couldn't quite, or he does get control and wedges it up the wall. Good play by the Penguins. Bit of running into each other as Julie is able to get it to Starr. He goes between the wickets and dances in. Fred Astaire. Back for Hartman. His shot finds iron. It was an absolute snot rocket. But Big Ben strikes one here in York. Well, two now after the Filiaggi iron. Played by a Ranger high stick and then a Ranger, so it'll come all the way into the Ranger zone. Woo to lean over the dot. Filiaggi and Armstrong flanking the Penguin forward here as he'll take the faceoff. Wedged at by Armstrong. Controlled by Filiaggi. Battled along the boards. Woo back to the corner for Armstrong. We've seen him pass a couple beauties from there. This one just gets past him. Up to the point and cleared by the Rangers. They'll wedge it off the boards right in front of the scorer's bench. That's Filiaggi's overtaken. The Rangers carrying into the Penguins' end. Battling along the boards. Filiaggi supporting Kaminsky. Filiaggi able to come away with it. Tossing it all the way around. He's trying for Armstrong. Rangers the first one there. That centering shot, pass, whatever it was, comes off a ref. A clearing attempt comes off of the stick of Armstrong. His puck pressure frees things up for a bit of a jam up at center before the Rangers dump it in. Kaminsky stopping in the corner. Trying to come off the wall. Rolling puck comes out. Save made by Hannan. It might have gone off the side of the net, actually. As it rolls around in front. Woo, yanked to the ice. He had a Ranger player stick in his skates. Like actually jammed in there. And the Rangers hop on take the advantage of it. Here's Woo deep in his zone. Able to get it up. Bouncing puck past Armstrong out to center. Penguins will dump it in. Rangers will dump it in, but it's offsides. So we'll get a line change. 1:18 to play here in the third period. Penguins looking for some magic. The same magic the 11s had. I think they're going to do it here. 1:18. Evans, Parrish, Real, Merlot, and Villela. Villela with the puck. Up for Evans. He deflects it into the Ranger end. Pressure coming from Parrish. Rolling puck out the center as they try to hit Rothstein coming up the outside. Here's Villela with it. Ramps it up now. Parrish for Real all the way across. Come the Rangers. Here's Rothstein. Dangerous Ranger forward. Villela defends. They Puck comes free rolling. It comes in front. Hannan fights off one. Rebound underneath the Penguin netminder. And with 42.3 to go. It'll be Evans at the dot. Won by the Rangers. They'll work it to the corner. From behind the cage. Evans takes it away and finds Starr. Starr up the boards for Paris, but it's picked off. Rangers peeling off the wall, sending one in front. Shot blocked. Real will come away with it. Real and Paris. Starr joining them. Paris drives in. Starr, Beaver slapping that stick down. Paris has it knocked away as he tried for him, but Real plays takeaway. He darts around all the way across the zone. Winding, firing, a rolling puck. Fired by Starr, but he fanned on the shot. It was bouncing. And it's to the corner. The Rangers will pin it there. We'll go to, we won't go to overtime. We'll end in a tie here. So a tie, 2-2 here, Penguins and Rangers. And I'm going to go get lunch, and I'll bring you the next game, which I think is at 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock, the 2011s and Mid-Fairfield again, 3 o'clock. See you then.